Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome back to another episode of Tazzcraft Season 2. We are back in the base, and it is episode 14, I do believe. We are coming very close to that episode 15 mark, and it's only been about maybe 3 or 4 weeks since Tazzcraft Season 2 has started. Oh, looks like we have another Enderman. Alright, let's... Oh, jeez, they are fast. Alright, I got myself one ender pearl. Awesome. So, I've been killing every Enderman I see recently, and I've gotten fairly lucky with coming across them, and since I have looting 3, that means I have got quite a fair few ender pearls. So if we head over to my mob drop chest, you can see I've got 16 and 9 ender pearls. So hopefully soon we might be able to go to the end and defeat the dragon, but that is not the plan for today's episode, of course. We need to organize a time where most of us can be there. I think what I'm going to start this episode off by doing is removing this little temporary cobblestone thing right here. It was a nice little starter base, and I think it looked kind of cool before we cleared out that big area right there anyway. So I think I'm going to start off by removing that guy. You know, it really is sad to see this go. It feels like just yesterday when we were building this thing up with our stone tools, but it is now totally gone. I'm just going to collect all these cobblestone slabs because you never know when you might need a whole bunch of cobblestone slabs. But let's come up and see. Wow. Wow, look at this area now. It's so bare. Yeah, that's a lot of cobblestone slabs, and we might actually be using those because for the rest of the episode we, as you can probably tell by the title and thumbnail, last title and thumbnail didn't actually line up with the with what I was going to originally make it. I ended up changing it. But yeah, so today what we're going to be doing is we are going to be building a little head storage area. Now I'm not going to build any old boring head storage like I have behind here. This is my shelf of heads. What I want to do is I want to make like some form of dungeon looking thing. I think that could be really cool. So I think where I'm going to put it is right about here, where this cave was before. I think this would be a pretty good area. I don't know why I ended up blocking it off, but also I did get silk touch on my shovel, which is pretty good. I got Unbreaking 3 on my axe as well. And I've been doing some more enchanting, getting some more bits and pieces off camera. And you can just kind of expect to see that more and more as the series progresses. But anyway, I'm going to grab some more of these cobblestone slabs, and I'm going to, well, build this thing. Start building it. I don't know how it's going to end up turning out, but I have a pretty cool idea in my head. So I'm going to build, I'm going to build a little entrance to this guy, and then I'll be back with you then. Alright, so here is my little entrance so far. So basically you come in here and then you turn the corner and then there'll be like a dungeon type thing. Not like a Minecraft monster spawner dungeon, like an actual, hopefully cool looking dungeon. I don't exactly know how it's going to turn out, but hopefully it'll look pretty cool. But my idea pretty much is, if I just grab some heads real quick. So using the most disturbing heads I could find, my idea is to pretty much have a shelf that's kind of like this, and then it has a couple heads. Oh, I like that. I really I really do like that. Maybe have some stairs instead of the slabs right here. But yeah, that's pretty much the idea. So you walk in here and there'll be like some heads on some shelves. Maybe we'll have another one down here with a couple more heads, have like maybe some ominous banners hanging around, something like that. And I think hopefully it could look quite cool. I'm gonna try and go for like the evil scientist dungeon type thing. I don't know, I haven't planned this out in a testing world at all. I just really hope that it'll somehow work out. But yeah, I don't know, I'll think of something, because I think having like a head den could be quite cool. And yeah, it can be, it's not really going to serve a function, and I'm probably not going to go in there very often, but I think it could be quite cool. So if we have like maybe some wandering trader heads just like that, maybe have Just a shelf of 2, just like that. Yeah, okay, so that's the basic idea. However, I think I'm going to stone brickify this place right here and try and get it looking alright. Alright, so I've done a slight bit of work in this area, and this is what I've got so far. So, as you can see, it's a bit of a dark and dingy dungeon type thing. I've only done 2 of the walls and the floor, but I'm pretty happy with it so far. As you can see, I've added some stairs in, and also some block variation. And in the floor, I've added some stairs in with waterlogged, and that pretty much, I don't know, it looks kind of like puddles, and it makes it all the more disturbing, I guess. We could probably also add maybe one in there. Maybe just make that a stone slab in there. I've been carrying this stone cutter on me so that I can easily just not do that. I wonder. No. If you mine it without silk touch, you actually still get a stone slab, which is interesting. What I'm thinking is maybe have a lantern hanging in that corner or something like that. There we go. So now we have a lantern sitting on there, and I feel like it doesn't really fit. Maybe if we move this guy's head over just like that, and then maybe have a lantern. Yeah, okay, I think that looks alright. That guy's staring straight into the lantern. He's gonna get blind. Not that it matters, because he's been beheaded anyway, but yeah, so there we go. This is the first room, almost done. I just need to do the wall, the 2 other walls, and the ceiling. And what I'm thinking is maybe if we go ahead and get some acacia wood. Maybe acacia wood could fit in here. But it looks like we actually have a desert village over here. Let's go and check this guy out. Right, so we are over here in this desert village, and it looks like, yeah, it looks pretty cool. Are they, they're jungle doors. Interesting. Jeez! That was a bit rough, that poor rabbit. That's gonna be one of my little memento thingos. But it looks like we do have an acacia biome over here. Right, so I've got 51 acacia logs, and I think that will definitely be more than enough. We don't need any more than 51 acacia logs, I don't think. I've come back, and it is absolutely crazy not seeing anything there. I immediately was going to go up there to head off to sleep, but I've actually got my bed on me constantly now. Which I had a bed that was usually constantly on me, which is now in here. But yeah, also last episode we built this. So if you missed last episode, it had a nice redstone project, so I definitely recommend you go watch that. Anyway, stop plugging my own episodes here. Okay, so literally the reason why I wanted these acacia logs, I don't even know if it's going to look good in here or not, but I may as well try it. So here's my idea. So they'll come in just like that. Yeah, you know, I think that looks alright, and I think we can definitely use that for some more supports as well. I'm not sure where else we can put a support. Maybe like in the wall here or something. Maybe I'll build the wall and then I'll see where putting a support in would be necessary. I'm not too sure how stone bricks... smooth stone does look pretty... That looks good. I guess I'm going to be using some smooth stone as well. I love the smooth stone block. I can't get over it. Alright, so the first room is done. So I'm going to head into cinematic mode. Let's walk in. Are you ready? Are you ready? Da, 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 da. There we go. So, there we go. So we've got the first room finished. I think the roof can probably just stay as stone. I only just realized the roof, honestly. Maybe if we add some form of like beams going across like this. Oh, maybe if we add an extra layer going up and then add beams going across like this. Yeah, okay, let's try that. Okay, there we go. So we have put in the roof, and I'm pretty happy with it, honestly. I think it looks pretty good. Maybe I'll remove these and put in cobblestone there instead. Yeah, I think that looks a lot better. So, yeah, there we go. So that is pretty much the whole room finished. I really like this roof, honestly. I decided to add a little table in here with the stone cutter on it, just because, you know, it How are they going to get the heads off with a stone cutter? Obviously. So, yeah. So, yeah, there we go. And also, this is going to be replaced with a lantern. I just don't have any lanterns on me, and I couldn't be bothered to get any. But I'm pretty happy with this little area. It has to be well lit, otherwise, you know, mobs will spawn. And I don't want any creepers blowing up this area, and it should be fairly mob-proof. This right here is the only spawnable block, which is good. That means that, yeah, this will be changed anyway, because we're going to have another room in here, because we've only put in, what is that? 5, 6, 7 of our heads. When we have so many heads we need to put in. You have no, well, you probably do have an idea, honestly. There we go. So now we have a little, yeah, I guess it's a little hanging shelf. I don't love the look of that. Maybe I can, I don't like how those connect a little bit. Maybe I can go in there. Maybe we can get away with a torch on the wall. Or maybe we can have some form of a hanging lantern. Yeah, let's try a hanging lantern. This room right here is pretty cramped, but it still looks pretty good, in my opinion. I think it looks pretty cool. We've got all the humanoid heads in here, as I said before, and I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, so we've got the wandering traders, and then the other ones up there. We've got the pillagers, we've got the villagers, and we've got the zombie villager right there. And we've got the stone cutter, just to make it more fierce looking, I guess. But yeah, so that is this little thing in here. I can remove that torch now. Maybe I'll have a lantern hanging from up here or something, I'm not too sure. I'll have to decorate this entrance somehow. Not entirely sure how I'll do that. But yeah, this first room, I'm very happy with it. I really like how it turned out. Now I think what I'm going to do is start work on the second room. And I have a bit of an idea for the second room as well. Let's give it a go. Rabbit brutally murdered by a cat. I think that's a pretty accurate title right there. Because, I mean, yeah, the rabbit was brutally murdered by a cat. And I think I'm going to hang these around in this place. Maybe I'll put this one right here. And because, yeah, I want to put them around. I put the other 3 up here, right here. Ooh, that could have been bad. This is a 0 durability shovel. Now, I don't know if you know, but in one of the updates, I think it was 1.13, they made it so you can only have, it goes down to durability of 1 and then just disappears. There's no durability 0. But I managed to get one on a shovel from a zombie. A zombie actually dropped it, and I guess they haven't patched that. So, yeah, I'm gonna keep that. Gonna hang on to that, and I think I put it down there, and then I can put the other 2 in the next room. I'll just put them on the ground for now, just to make sure I don't need them or anything. But anyway, guys, this is the little area that I've cleared out. As you can see, it's a fairly sizable area, but I think this is going to be filled up relatively easily. So I'm going to start putting in all the walls, and I will be back with you then. Alright, so I've decided to get the roof in and the floor in, and I've got the stone brick walls in, but I haven't actually messied them up at all. And I just remembered I haven't put in any of these little waterlogged bits yet. But I'll do that in a second. But yeah, so this is a fairly decently big room. It definitely feels a lot smaller when you've got all these things in. This is only 1 block bigger in both directions, I do believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. This is only 1 block bigger in each direction. Shut up. So it looks like we've only actually got 4 types of heads in here. We've just got a lot of those heads. So I think instead of doing what we did in here and kind of grouping them up, I'm going to try and mix them up quite a bit. So let's start off maybe from the corner. We can have maybe a few of these guys, and then maybe a fish in there as well. Yeah, okay. Up here maybe we can have some form of a couple salmon, and then maybe a cod as well. Alright. Maybe we can have another hanging one. That seemed to turn out pretty well. Let's make it the same size as the other hanging one. I've still got slabs. Boom, 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 boom. And these are going to be seen a little bit less, but I think that won't be too big of an issue. Let's put a brown trader llama right there. And, yeah, that's quite a few shelves already. Now what I'm thinking is maybe instead of putting up all the heads, because obviously I'm going to have an ever-expanding head collection, but my idea is I'm going to craft up a new 1.14 item. That new 1.14 item being the barrel. So I might craft a few of these guys. I totally forgot these existed, honestly. Yeah, I didn't even think about the barrel, honestly, but we now have 3 barrels that we can put in various different places, so maybe I can have one, maybe not there. I think definitely in here. That looks quite nice. We can put some of our heads in there. And maybe have another barrel, maybe like around here. We can put some more heads in there. And yeah, I think overall that'll be quite good. So maybe we can just kind of scatter them, just like that, to make it a bit more dramatic. Let's trade out one of those for one of these, and chuck that guy in there. There we go. Awesome. There we go. So now I have the mementos in here, and now we need a bit of light. We're a bit we're struggling a bit for light. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this block of iron right here, because I mainly store my iron in blocks. It's just how I roll, I guess. But anyway, let's create a couple lanterns here, and let's hang these about the place. Execution instrument. I thought that would be a bit of a fun thing to do. Yeah, we have an execution instrument. I thought that would be kind of fitting. We can put that just sitting on the table right here, and maybe, just maybe, when we get a, if we ever get that cool armor stand book thing, we can end up putting that, and making the axe actually look like that it's sitting on there, not on a weird leather and wood plate. Now, I walked into this room and I'm thinking, there's something missing, and then I realized I haven't actually dirtied up the walls yet. So I think that's what I'm going to have to end up doing. I'll turn half of these into stairs. We need to put a couple there, and I'm going to just ruin these walls a little bit, I guess. There we go. So now I have filled in all the gaps, and at the same time made some more gaps, and I've ruined this wall right over here. And I feel like it doesn't look as good as this room in here. This room is a little bit more cramped, but I feel like it looks a lot better. What are with these? I need to get a resource pack that removes these creepy noises. Honestly, it's starting to really annoy me now. But yeah, so there we go. These 2 rooms are finished, and I'm pretty happy with them. I think they look pretty cool. And yeah, so now I just got to figure out what to do for this entrance, and I think I have a little bit of an idea. There we go. So we have an entrance here, and I feel like what I want to do is make it get less and less clean as we go in. So maybe just 1 block removed here, and then start to remove a bunch of blocks, and then just ruin all of this in here. Right, I'd say this project is just about complete, so I'm going to do a little bit of a cinematic entrance, I guess. So let's turn over here. And there we go. So, I hope you enjoyed that little creepy music from Portal. Portal 2 soundtrack. I absolutely love it. Anyway, so, yeah, that's about it for this little area. I'm really happy with this little dungeon type thing. Now, down here, I forgot about this. I was originally going to, expand out, or leave room for expansion, which I might still do, but I think for now, I'm going to block it up. Just go like that, and maybe put a polished, yeah, there we go. So, now that's blocked up, and nobody can enter, ha ha ha. Anyway, anyway, that just about does it for this episode, I think. So, Might have been a bit of a short episode. We didn't really do too much in the way of productivity, but we built a pretty cool looking thing that I'm really happy with. And yeah, so it's still around an hour of recording time. I think, unless I stop the recording, I can't remember. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please feel free to like, subscribe, whatever. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys later. Goodbye.